Hey there, Leo. Looks like I forgot to do your reading. I just went through and did them all to put them on YouTube and realized that I didn't have a Leo reading. I am so sorry. I don't know. I got lost in the shuffle, I suppose. So this one's going to be for my Leos. Hi, my name is Sherilyn, and I'm doing this is going to be your reading for the week, actually, because I didn't get weeklies done and because I didn't get bonus readings done. This has been an off week, I would say, with the whole arm-hand thing. So, at any rate, right now we're going to do Leo's reading. We'll see what we get for you, okay? There we go. Let's see what we're starting with. For Leo, we've got the Magician, okay? Followed by, what are we looking at? The Ten of Pentacles, okay? And then we have the Chariot. So this is your backstory or your recent past. Currently, I have you with the Three of Pentacles, followed by the High Priestess, and then we've got the Tower. In the near future, we are looking at the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck for this reading is actually the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, Leo, so it would appear that you are presenting right now as the Queen of Pentacles, because that's the undercurrent here. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very nurturing, very abundant, very grounded. Don't get too caught up in the gender part of it. It just means you are standing firmly in your feminine, but you are like the mini empress. So you are definitely somebody who's very grounded, very realistic, very abundant, very nurturing. I mean, it's a good position to be in, okay? Very, very stable, I guess you could say. So that's the undercurrent. Now the card at the center of your read, so from almost every direction this plays into the equation, is the High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess is the keeper of the secrets. So I'm not sure exactly how that plays into your reading right now. We'll see as we go through. It can also just mean that you need to lean more on your intuition, but we're going to see how it plays in as we go through, okay? So let's start from the beginning, which is your recent past or your backstory. I have the Magician, and then the Ten of Pentacles, and the challenge is the Chariot. So this looks as though you're manifesting your Ten of Pentacles. That's what you are actively trying to pursue, right? Is to get to your Ten of Pentacles or your abundance, your legacy, your success, okay? The obstacle right now is the Chariot. So the obstacle has something to do with things moving forward too fast. Like things are taking off and moving in a forward motion faster than you can keep up, or they're moving at a pace that's not comfortable for you, is what's happening here. Or that's what was happening in the recent past, okay? So we couldn't change this if we wanted to. It's your backstory. It's already happened, but this is what we're building off of going forward. So you're manifesting something, and it looks like maybe it came in spades, came in better than you had anticipated, and it was almost hard for you to keep up, is what it's looking like here, okay? Okay, moving forward, where are we at currently? I have you with the Three of Pentacles, and then the High Priestess. The challenge is the Tower. So I'm going to have to assume that to keep up here in the recent past, when you had this influx of good fortune, it looks like in some ways, okay? This feels very financially based, but anyways, you had an influx, it looks like, of good fortune. You had to take on new collaborations in order to maintain everything, right? Because things were hectic, things came in quickly. So those new collaborations that you brought in, I don't think you had a chance to vet those people to the extent that you might have in prior times, right? Because the next card over is this High Priestess, and I get the feeling that there is definitely an issue with some of the collaborations that you have currently brought into your situation. So you have new collaborations that you have brought on, and it would seem that not all of them, as would be expected, right, are as wonderful as others, okay? There is a sense of secrecy somehow surrounding certain collaborations that you brought in. So I feel like some people are not being forthcoming with the truth towards you, okay, in these collaborations. It's causing a tower, because the tower is the challenge now, okay? So it's almost like you asked for something, you got more of it than you expected, you needed to have people come in to help you possibly, and some of those people that you brought in just aren't necessarily people who have your best interest at heart, or they're not people who are being terribly honest with you, okay? And it seems to be leading to some sort of a tower, is what I've got so far. Okay, you're still sitting pretty as the Queen of Pentacles, so, I mean, that's a plus. But anyways, moving forward. So what do we have in the near future? I have the Three of Cups, and then the Seven of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups. So this is speaking to the fact that there's basically too many hands in the pot right now. There's too many energies involved in this situation, okay? With the Seven of Wands, it's causing you to have to be very, very defensive, okay? And you're not even sure who you're being defensive towards, because I don't think you've clarified yet who it is that you can and cannot trust in the situation. And the challenge is your wish fulfillment, because that is what's on the chopping block, right? That's what you stand to lose, is your wish fulfillment, which was to get to this Ten of Pentacles. Is what I see right now. Okay, so it's like there's a snake in your midst, but we have to figure out who it is, right? Okay, so behind the Queen of Pentacles, we get the Eight of Swords, and then you get the Three of Wands. So the Eight of Swords is you overthinking the situation, you know, but not coming up with a solution. You're just going round and round in your brain. With the Three of Wands, this is you trying to look towards the future, but you need to settle whatever the issue is right now in the current, I think, before you can get much traction going forward, it would seem. I've got the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and then the Five of Pentacles. This whole situation has made you question everybody in your situation, period, okay? And it's not fair, because there's only a couple of bad apples, it would seem, in your ordeal here. But you haven't been able to figure out who those are, and that is causing you to distrust everybody. It's making you feel as though you have been left out in the cold, or that you're functioning from a place, you know, of, you know, it's like you're in solitude or something. You can't trust anybody right now. With the Knight of Wands, I think that you are incredibly angry about it, and you have every right to be. With the King of Swords, it's rendering you very, very cold towards this whole situation, towards everybody, even people that didn't do anything wrong, which is something you really have to be mindful of. You know what I'm saying? You do have to try to find clarity here, because you can't just dislike everybody. That's not going to help you any. There's some people that haven't done anything wrong to you at all. There's just a few that have messed it up for everyone, it seems. All right, 3 more, and then we're going to do the days of the week. I've got the King of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Wands. I mean, there's a lot of inner conflict right now. There's a lot of competition as well around you. And there's just a generalized feeling of discontentment or disappointment in the whole situation. This is what you dreamed of, and now you get it, and you can't enjoy it because other people have messed with it. I do believe this is just a growing spurt type deal. I think that you will get your footing back underneath you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get yourself put back together here, and everything's going to be okay. This is just one of those tough learning curves, but I do feel like it's really taking a toll on you right now. With the King of Pentacles, you're in boss energy, and you will get this straightened out, but it's just an arduous task to get it there, right? All right, let's see what we got. For Thursday, I have you with the Justice card, and then the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you standing in your independence and searching for justice on Thursday. On Friday, I have you with the Queen of Wands and then the Two of Pentacles. So you know you can set your mind to it. You can get anything you want. But right now, there's so much imbalance in your life over this situation that it's causing you too much grief. Saturday, we've got you with the Fool and then the Ace of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity to make more money if you want to take a leap of faith in that direction this weekend. I don't know if you should try to secure what you've already got going on first, but there's definitely an opportunity coming toward you on Saturday. Sunday, we've got the World card, and then the Nine of Wands. So this would be, you know, you are wounded by this whole situation, but I believe you're trying very hard to close this cycle out, the cycle that has whoever this snake is in it. Okay, you just got to fish them out, right? So then you can get them out of there. At any rate, Leo, it looks like things are actually going in the right direction. You just got some kind of a snake in your camp that you got to get rid of. But other than that, it looks like things are going very well, okay? And they'll continue to go well. You've earned it. All right, sorry about not getting your reading done the first time. There you go. Make it the greatest week you can, no matter what. If you don't mind, can you hit the like, share, follow, or comment? One of them, all of them, any of them. It all helps me out a ton, and I appreciate you greatly for doing it. And if you're looking for a private reading, just send me a message. I'll get you the details, and we'll work it out, okay? I'll never contact you first, though. If somebody does, that's not me. It's a scam. So don't fall for the scam, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you.